Ahem! Now, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll be analyzing the subject of video games using McLuhan's Tetrad. If you all defended well, you all get to graduate from this academy. The more boring outcome in my humble opinion, but if I don't like your answers, it's punishment time!
Oh boy, here we go.
So, where do we start?
I have no idea.
Your ultimates all involve the Tetrad. Geez, you guys are really making me work to keep this entertaining.
Okay, well, I guess we could start with what it enhances.
Sure, I'm on board with that.
So, what do video games enhance?
You think the ultimate enhancer would be on top of this?
Not in that way.
It would enhance learning.
That's a good answer.
Not good enough. Dig deeper into the topic than just the obvious surface level answers.
Well, if that answer wasn't good enough, then I'm not sure video games enhance much of anything.
That's not right! Video games enhance a lot more than just learning. They enhance things like storytelling, allowing for the creation and distribution of rich stories, using animated cutscenes and character choices and enhanced narration. Video games allow for grand stories to be told, with little confusion.
That's right.
Furthermore, video game peripherals allow more natural and true-to-game inputs, enhancing the amount of control and contact you have with the game.
So, Malakuma, is that a sufficient answer for you?
Well, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know right now. However, I guess it would be alright to move on to the second pillar of the Tetrad.
Why don't we talk about what they retrieve?
Oh boy.
Retrieving means bringing something back, right?
So, what do video games bring back?
Video games would retrieve connections with friends, right?
I agree with that.
Wait, how would video games retrieve connections with fellow peers?
It's because in-home consoles brought back the pastime of friends going to each other's homes to play multiplayer games together.
But what about playing online? That's still a connection.
That may be true, but there are still exclusively local co-op games that require the physical presence of multiple people to play. Online gaming is not absolute in terms of connection. In addition, video games also retrieve interest in public libraries, especially for children and teenagers. Due to the free and open access to the internet as well as computers and consoles, this provides a reason for students to visit and interact with one another via gameplay.
You guys never let me have any fun. Where's the despair? Where's the end of the year senioritis?
I mean, to be fair, the only despair I get is from looking at you.
Now that's a little bit rude. You hurt my feelings. Yeah. Anyways, you're up, Missy. What do video games obsolete?
This is what you get for poking the bear, Jen.
So something that is made obsolete is no longer viable or necessary, right?
That's correct.
I mean, can't video games retrieve everything they make obsolete?
No, that's wrong. While yes, video games can retrieve things they make obsolete, like libraries, that logic doesn't hold up for everything.
What do you mean?
Well, take movies for example. Instead of merely observing from the audience, gamers are immersed in a world that they can interact with and control. Games have surpassed movies in terms of immersion that movies simply cannot compete with, even with 3D and whatnot. It is a much more rewarding experience that movies are struggling to keep up with. So, Malakuma, is that good enough for you?
Just keep going. We've lost so much entertainment value already.
So all that's left is the unintended consequences, right?
So, what do video games retrieve into when pushed to their limits?
Well, considering how popular virtual reality is becoming, don't you think there's some sort of consequence?
It could, but how so?
Maybe it could bleed into the physical world and the psyche in some way?
While the market for virtual reality games is still growing, there is the potential for gamers to become so immersed in VR that it overtakes physical reality.
He has a point. If one works and plays enough in a virtual environment, it will undoubtedly affect a person's psychosis in some way, leaving them either delusioned or isolated.
Right. Also, looking at the competitive side of gaming as a whole, gaming can turn from a leisure activity to as grinding and tasking as a job. It could go as far as to consume their lives completely, to the point where they live and breathe for nothing but gaming.
So, Malakuma, were our answers thorough enough for you?
No. This is not how I envisaged this going. All this despair. Wait a minute. My plan failing actually induces the greatest despair of all. What an interesting turn of events. Yes, I am satisfied. You're all free to go.
We'd better get an A for this.